Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marshal Kapoor, and it's my pleasure to welcome General Michael Williamson, who is the President of Lockheed Martin International. I think it's a great time to be here this evening, and especially when Prime Minister Modi has just returned after a visit to US, met President Trump, and I think the discussions were wide-ranging, including defense. Both of them have announced an initiative, compact, catalyzing opportunities for military partnership, accelerated commerce and technology for the 21st century. And I think defense has been one of the strongest pillars in this relationship between the two nations. So India is also designated as a major defense partner by the United States. And we have signed virtually all enabling agreements with the US. And so in the last 2 decades, India has bought equipment, defense equipment worth more than $25 billion from US. It is also very interesting that India carries out more exercises than any other country with US. And US, out of NATO, exercises most with India. So this is one interesting fact I found. And so Lockheed Martin has been here in India for a long time. In fact, it was one of the first OEMs who came to India. So in that, so we could start with this, recent conflicts have been a major revelation in many ways, especially in innovations and use of technology. Especially in area of drones and inexpensive modular weapons. As the character of warfare changes, what from your perspective are the biggest challenges that face international defense industry in general and Lockheed Martin in particular?
Well, first of all, Air Marshal, thank you very much for allowing me to participate. So in my response to your question would be, I think, the nature of warfare has not changed. I think it's the characteristics that you've just talked about. For Lockheed Martin, we build a range of capabilities that include very high-end systems, but also the drones that you've talked about. And I prefer to call them unmanned platforms that are being used, and we're seeing that in the news all of the time. I think the addition of these capabilities has added a new dimension, but I think it's from a defense perspective, it allows both large nations and non-nation states to procure these. And so you have to think of them not just from the offensive standpoint, but also think about how do you defend against those systems. We're seeing that in counter-UAS, both on the air and also on the sea. And so we've tried to take the systems knowledge that we have, our portfolio, and find integrated solutions that allow us to address both the high-end threat, but also the lower-end threat. And this is really important because what we found is, and you're seeing this play out every day, is that you cannot afford to use a very high-end capability to address a low-cost drone, because essentially the balance of cost is just completely out of line. And so what we're trying to do is not only find integrated solutions, both offensive and defensive capabilities, but also do it in a very affordable manner.
So it takes me to my next point is, private industry and MSMEs who are contributing to the defense ecosystem in this nation have really grown many folds in the past about 5 to 10 years. And they're doing a great job. Collaboration with the private industry can help India achieve technological capabilities that it finds itself a little short. And similarly, MSMEs can contribute to meeting your requirements in terms of production. So, and it would be a competitive product that you can sell in a worldwide defense market. So how do you see mutually benefiting relationship between Lockheed Martin and Indian private defense industry and MSMEs who contribute to defense market?
Yeah, I really appreciate that question because we are very proud of the long-term relationship we've had. So we've been strategic partners here in India for 30 years. We have actually done production, and this is really important because, you know, we talk about things like aerospace and defense industry coming to India. We talk about doing production here. What I want people to know is that we have been doing that for the last 15 years. We have a fantastic relationship with Tata, 2 joint ventures. We produce a tremendous amount of capability right here in India, both from our Sikorsky helicopter side, but also contributing to important components on the C-130 aircraft that are all done here. You know, what I find interesting is that there is a lack of awareness of not only the work that's being done here, but I would also say the work that gets created. We probably have a little over 1,500 employees working at our aerostructure facilities, doing very advanced manufacturing of very critical components. I think it helps to thicken the defense supply base so that it's not all located in one place, and I think India has demonstrated that it has the ability to do so. It's not only those 2 Lockheed facilities that we partnered with Tata on, it's also all of the suppliers. So if you think of those 2 facilities, they generate almost 700 different suppliers that are providing pieces and components. That's one side of the scale. On the other side of the scale, we also take those people who have had the opportunity to learn and grow over the last 15 years in manufacturing very complex components, and they are going out to other businesses, not just in aerospace and defense, but other manufacturing areas, and using that skill and that talent. And so we're really pleased with the talent that's here, the ability to manufacture here, and the ability to thicken the defense industrial base.
So you look forward to the MSMEs contributing to your supply chains and across the world?
Absolutely. And I just want to add one other piece. We talked about the manufacturing. One of the things that we've done at Lockheed Martin is we've created a couple of entities to go out and look for small and innovative companies who have new ideas, new approaches, leveraging the commercial side that we can now incorporate into our defense business. And so we're not only looking to manufacture, but we're also looking for technological opportunities.
Great. So, like I said earlier, Lockheed Martin was one of the first OEMs to establish its base in India, especially in the defense products. You have contributed to both aerospace and naval products, and we look forward to seeing some more systems coming from Lockheed Martin. But how do you see that you can contribute to the Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbharta or self-sufficiency or Make in India?
Yeah, it's another good question. And I think, you know, unlike some, and I won't name any names, but unlike some people who talk about coming to India to do business, we have been doing business here for 30 years, and we have invested in those partnerships, those relationships that we've talked about. They have great capacity to continue to extend that. And I'll go back to this notion of a fragile industrial base. The more suppliers that we can have in different geographic locations, I think makes not only India stronger, I think, you know, it makes like-minded partners stronger, and it creates opportunities for growth. So one fact that I would just share with you is that, you know, we've done over $700 million worth of business created by just those 2 entities, which has generated $200 million worth of income here within India. I think there's a tremendous capacity to do more.
So thank you for your views on these issues. And finally, the parting thought, President Trump said that he is wanting to offer F-35s to India. Any comments on that?
Well, naturally, we're excited and prepared to work with both governments to provide the capabilities. And again, you know, that it's broader. So we're excited about the opportunity for fifth-gen aircraft. But, you know, as you go through helicopters, transport aircraft, precision fires, we are prepared to support the needs of the governments.
Thank you for your candid views, and we look forward to this, this partnership continuing between Lockheed Martin and various industries in India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Air Marshal.
Thank you.